Hi, my name is Jilly, and this is Far Away Realms. What you're about to hear is the setup for our upcoming campaign called Anomaly. The setting takes place in a small town nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains. We'll go over character creation, have a brief description of who each character is and what their abilities are, and we'll also discuss each of the characters' histories with one another. I'll also briefly go over some of the rules of the game and what the player should expect going in. If this isn't something that you're interested in, go ahead and skip this one, and we'll see you back for the first episode of Faraway Realms Anomaly. Hope you enjoy, and let's jump right into it.
Alrighty. I dropped it there. It's the one that says
Oh, it's the same one.
no, the consolidated final revision.
Yeah.
It's got others because there was 2 online only classes, and then he added it to the book, and one of them is that clown.
Which one did you put?
It says Monster of the Week PC Playbooks consolidated final revision.
Spectacular, the spooky.
Yeah, because I actually bought the thing online, so that I have the.
Oh, okay, so that's the one we're doing. Okay.
I don't see clown anywhere.
It's not called clown. It's called the Spectacular.
Oh,
You're doing
okay.
the spooky.
I think what I had in there was it, because I had like the most recent, I think. So I bought both the PDF and the physical copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in order to make the character, we follow the playbook.
Yeah, just follow the instructions in the playbook, and it'll tell you pretty much everything you need to know.
Right.
And then if you have any questions, let me know. And then once you guys are done, we'll go around and like introduce everyone.
All right, and we have to be long here, right?
So my original thought was like you guys would be from the city or from the town. So the town is Hope Falls. It's a small town on the edge of the forest in the Appalachian Mountains. Up until the beginning of the campaign, it will be it's been just like a normal town. Nothing crazy has like happened. Nothing like supernatural has happened. And I know some of you will have like powers, but that can still be a thing. You just been living in this town like quietly. Or for Rick's case, because of monstrosity, it was a cat that turned into a monster.
No, I decided to go with the vampire. Well,
Okay.
a particular kind of vampire.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna play the Divine Exiled.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you wanted to play the professional, we can say that you're visiting family, but you've been in town for a little bit when the events start.
Oh, you're doing the Exiled, Vinny?
No, Divine. Oh,
Divine Exiled, yeah.
Because there's also the Exile too.
No, what's the difference?
I think it's the same class.
I think the Divine is because the Exiled is the one that's from the past, and the Divine is the one that's.
There's only.
I thought I read where it said Divine. You can play it as
Yeah, one of
something.
the things for the Divine is
like you can't be spotted by your other people, or you'll get gone on.
Yeah, you have one of the missions for the Divine is you have been exiled. You must work for the cause of good without drawing attention from your brothers and sisters, as they are bound to execute you for your crimes.
Yep.
So you can do that, and the reason you're in town is like you're hiding. Basically, this is where you're hiding because it's been so mundane. It's
okay.
Likely that they won't find you here.
I literally thought you meant this one here. This one, the Exile.
Where's that from?
It's from the 2023 edition. Got the Exile, the Hard Case, the Meddling Kid, and the Snoop.
I don't see it.
I put it on the Discord.
Yeah, he pasted it in Discord.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about this one.
Anomaly main. Never has it.
Yeah.
The Exile is he's like from the past, and he's like trying to like learn what's happening. So
kind of leaning toward like a War Doctor feel for this one.
Okay.
Like a
War Doctor. Yeah, what PDF reader do y'all use?
Adobe Acrobat. That's all I have. I only use Adobe Acrobat because that's what I have the Creative Cloud subscription.
I have Adobe Acrobat.
Damn, you have the Creative Cloud subscription? I didn't know you were Mr. Moneybags over here. Shit. Wait, we getting paid for this podcast?
No.
Yep.
If
you can afford Adobe Acrobat, but you can't afford to pay us?
This is a volunteer effort until
the rich get richer, Dave. The rich get richer.
Unless the podcast makes money, it's completely.
How do we know when it makes money? That's the neat part. You don't.
I'll split the money with you.
It's just like you don't.
I mean,
he means he makes money after he's recovered his costs.
It won't make money unless I monetize any of the entries, or if we somehow get sponsored, which
we're gonna see him in a suit the next day.
I don't think you should monetize it because then that makes the podcast more annoying to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna monetize at least early on, but if like it gets a big following, maybe. I don't know. I'd be like if
it gets a big following, then we can get sponsors.
Yeah, and then there'll be sponsor ads in the podcast.
Right. Speaking of which, I'll sponsor the first episode.
You're gonna sponsor the first episode, or we're gonna throw in a random sponsor, a made-up sponsor?
He's putting his investments.
Yeah, I want to do some fake ads.
We can talk about that. What you want?
Real fake ads.
Real fake ads.
Yeah.
How much you paying? How much you paying the podcast?
I said I'll buy pizza and drinks.
Yep.
Sponsor of pizza and drinks. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I'll get home slice pizza too, not Little Caesars.
You know what, dude? I actually like Little Caesars.
It's trash pizza.
I like it for cheap pizza. Like,
yeah, it's trash pizza, but there's times where I want trash pizza.
Exactly. There's times when I want trash pizza and nothing hits like Little Caesars.
Actually,
when I want trash pizza.
I like their crazy bread. The crazy bread and their crazy sauce. The crazy combo. Yeah. Little Caesars.
Yeah.
If you listen to this, if Jilly doesn't cut this out, or if he actually airs this, Little Caesars, hit us up.
I will say literally whatever you want me to say.
Yeah. All right. So what's everyone going?
Dude, Vinny, look at the exile, the immortal name.
Crazy for
Your
crazy
monster
combo.
Did you say
exploits are legendary. So much your name still scares monsters and minions.
I'm gonna go mundane.
Mundane. Okay.
That's like
a user.
Like John Wick, but like
yeah. Well, it's because you're out of you're from the past, right? So like, and I love the confused one. It says mark experience whenever your bafflement with the modern world gets in the way of monster hunting. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was too busy yesterday and today to really sit down and look at this stuff.
Nah, it's fine. I think the design is pretty cool. I'm playing the monstrous.
Okay.
I'm going to play
monstrous.
Yep.
All right, let me know when you guys are done making your characters, or if you have any questions.
Where's the character creation rules?
Each class has its own rules.
Yeah, each class. Yep. You just pick the playbook, and it tell you exactly what to do to create the character.
Yeah.
Okay, we just choose some. Okay.
Yeah, look at the getting started section.
Yeah, it'll tell you like what the rating. What rating? There's like a list of different like ratings you can pick. There's like a list of like 5 or 6. 5. Yeah, and you just pick the one that you think would suit your playstyle for that character. Which, as a mundane, you probably want cool. It would be my assumption.
Probably cool and charm.
Yeah, cool and charm. Yeah, mundane, you probably want cool and charm. For the monstrous, I'd go weird and tough.
Well, I have to take 3 weird.
Yeah, I think that's if you don't take 3 weird, it's like you have negative weird or something like that.
Actually, I don't have an option. I just
they all have 3 weird.
They all have 3 weird, yeah. But I went cool.
Okay.
Cool. Because yeah.
I guess because if you take that move, because I guess in the base rules, tough is mostly used for like kick some ass.
You're right. It's protect someone or kick some ass.
Protect someone or kick some ass. But you have if you take the ability to let you roll weird for kick some ass, then you don't really need tough unless you're protecting people.
That was my point with it.
Cool will cover like everything else.
Right. There's a reason. Well, I guess we're ready to start expanding characters.
We'll do that later. Once you guys are done, we'll go around and
I think I'm ready.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm going sharp and weird.
Looks like Divine's highest stat option is tough. I guess it depends how many wants to play it.
I went -1 charm, of course. 0 cool, of course. +1 sharp. 2 tough and 1 weird.
I guess for anyone who doesn't know, according to the book, cool is used mostly used for act under pressure and help out. Tough is used for kick some ass and protect somebody. Charm is mostly used for manipulate someone. Sharp is investigate a mystery and read bad situation. And then weird is used for mostly magic. Use magic.
Yeah.
Or other weird things. And there's like basic moves that you guys can use. Like I might call for like different roles. Like I'm not gonna be like, if it makes sense to use a different rating, then I'll throw it in. I guess it'd technically be a custom move, but I'm not gonna name custom moves. And also the idea is like you're not supposed to like say, oh, I want to kick some ass. You're supposed to say what you want to do, and then if it's like, oh, I want to like punch this guy in the face, and like, okay, roll kick some ass.
Wait, where do you put your name?
At the top.
Dave, what did you say you're gonna go? The flake?
Yeah.
Okay. You're still gonna go the old miner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see what to pick for luck or harm or experience.
Luck, it will say you get just a standard amount of luck. So experience, you don't do anything with that now. Luck, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes of luck you have. And
Yes.
as you use luck, you check them off. And when you run out, when you check all of them off, like you're done. You're out of luck.
You're doomed.
Oh, okay. So these are to be filled in as we play.
Yes. Experience as well. So experience, unlike like other games, you only get experience when you roll either if a move says to gain experience, or if you roll a 6 or lower. So you basically, if you fail a check, that's when you gain experience. And when you get 5, you essentially level up. Which I'm debating whether I want to say to hold off on leveling up until the end of the mystery, because if people are just rolling really bad, you'll level up really fast, and I feel like that's gonna be too soon. But we'll see. We'll see how we'll play it by ear.
Okay, so we don't do improvements yet.
No, you do improvements when you level up.
So, because I'm looking here, it says look, pick one from each list. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's human, marked by divinity, inhuman.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to follow those for your look. You can describe your character however you want. I think that's just meant to give you like a guideline. If you can't like think of what your character would look like, it's like, hey, do they look like this? Do they have blazing eyes? Do they have dirty clothes? But describe them however you want, or they can look however you want it to look. Also, like I was telling Rick, this game's not really meant to be combat heavy, so try not to focus too much on combat.
Sorry, man. No can do.
I mean, you can focus on combat, but you'll feel useless for every other moment outside of combat.
I know.
Like it's meant to be like a narrative story, like game. So like the majority of the time is going to be spent like figuring out what the monster is and what it wants and how to kill it.
It's a mystery game.
Yeah.
Divine origin.
A divine origin. Where do you see
I think that's unique to you
Yeah. Divine origin. Where do you see that?
because I don't have that.
Where it says gear, you also get divine armor, and it has a look suited to your divine origin.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I think that's your mission. Like, where are you from? What's your? It's basically.
yeah. Are you an angel? Are you a servant of Quetzalcoatl? Like you're divine.
Yeah.
So how divine? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's Quetzalcoatl?
The god of
It's the sun.
the Aztec god with the sun.
Is he like
Like-
an official god in this game or what?
No.
I
Well,
mean-
if the Quetzalcoatl is actual like Aztec god.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
are you like
The
a servant
god
of
that-
Thor, Vinny? Are you a servant of Zeus? Are you a servant of Jesus Christ? Are you a servant of
Are you serving
Buddha?
The
Yeah,
sun?
like you
Are
have to have a
serving of-
divine
of-
origin.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no official one in the game. You just make it up.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
well,
your missions.
Well, no, he's saying that Jilly's saying that this takes place in Appalachia, so it's got to be one on Earth,
Yeah, like
Or-
a real one.
right?
I mean,
Well,
you can make one up.
A real one that
Yeah,
people believe.
okay, you're right. You
Yeah.
could use Scientology. You know, you could be the divine of,
Yeah.
of
Okay,
Ron
monster.
Herbert.
You could use the only real one, yeah.
Yeah, The only real- you could be the divine of the flying spaghetti monster. I think that would make sense if there was someone who actually worshipped it.
Yeah. So just like either pick something that you
And
like
hey-
that actually exists, or like make something up.
Yeah, can Gus join the podcast?
No,
He's a
he's too
great
loud.
player. Oh,
Just kidding.
It's got too much coolness.
He's only loud when
No, it's got too
People
much
ring the
charm. There we go.
yeah, he's only allowed to ring the doorbell.
It's just got nothing but charm in his stats. Everything else zero.
Yeah, he's just got 5 charm, dude. You can't even get 5 in this game. He's got -3 cool though. He doesn't chill for nothing.
Okay, so who's ready? I think everyone except for Vinny, you're still going.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look up some divine stuff.
You don't do that right now. You can just do it later.
Oh, okay.
Well, it makes sense if you want to like flavor your stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just like get all like the main stuff for character creation, because the divine armor is just like oh, he wants to figure out what his armor looks like.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So you don't necessarily need to figure that out now, because that'll come up later, like when you introduce your character in the actual game. I'd say finish all the other stuff, like pick your moves, pick your mission, what you look like if you want, like have an idea, your ratings, and all that other stuff. And the history thing we'll do after we introduce characters to each other. Although I might tweak that a little bit, because history, you're supposed to technically, I guess if you're all actually going to be from the town, so we could do history pretty easily.
Wait, so
Oh, we have to pick a history for each of the other players.
Yes.
yeah.
But we'll do that. We'll do that together.
A history for each of the players.
Wait, is this all the players? Us 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll basically you'll figure out like what your connections to the other players is. Benny.
Yeah,
Oh, got it.
when you go to history, like there's like a bullet points. You have to pick one of those bullet points and then assign it to one of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be a little loosey goosey with that. You can come up with something different if you want. It's not to be exactly those. Some of the stuff is
But,
a little,
yeah.
like, strict. But
Some of the stuff is a little, but you're right. Like it's just how whoever really wants to do it. I almost played a hex, but then I realized that kind of hard for my first character.
Is it?
Is there any magic people? Is Vinny magic?
Rick is magic technically. Vinny
Yeah.
is kind of magic. He doesn't have.
But like
Vinny's
weird, you have
pretty
high
magic.
weird.
Yeah, he doesn't really have weird.
Yes,
I have weird, but
I have
that's
high
weird.
weird. I have to have the highest weird.
Dave has weird, but you don't really have magic.
right, yeah. What can I do with weird other than
I guess
Oh,
you could use magic if like we can figure out a way like an expert.
Well, if you go to page 207 of the core rulebook, Dave, it gives you a list of effects you can do with use magic.
Yeah.
You can inflict harm. You can enchant a weapon. Do one thing that's beyond human limitations. Bar a place or portal for a specific person or specific type of creature. Trap a specific perfect minion or monster. Banish a spirit or curse. Summon a monster. Communicate with something you do not share language with. Observe another place or time. Or heal one harm from an injury.
Yeah.
wait,
we
where
can
is
also
that? I don't see
That's
that.
page 207 of the actual rulebook.
Yeah. Well, we can also say like
I'm there, but I don't see that.
for the weird, for the flake, like your weird could be just like if you're trying to inflict harm, it's like, oh, your conspiracy theories.
I pasted it in Anomaly main, Dave.
Yeah.
The page.
The fuck?
Yeah, these are the use magic rules. Technically, anyone can use magic. Can try to use magic.
Yeah, anyone can use magic in the game
Yeah.
as long as you have it.
As long as it makes
Okay.
sense for your character, you can
Right.
use magic.
There is also it's gonna be from what Jilly's posted. It's gonna be the Tomb of Weirdness, but there's also alternative stuff. So like if you say like it doesn't make sense for my character to use magic, you can pick another thing you could do for the weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's in the Tomb of Mysteries one. Be an empath, be illuminated, be sensitive to psychic abilities, have a past life, no limits, telekinesis, have like a gut, or use weird science.
So Dave, you actually have move like I don't know if you took it like often overlooked. It's like when you act all
Yeah.
crazy, you avoid something you roll plus weird. So weird doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
need to be for magic, but the main rules is for use magic.
Right.
But if you
I
want
would
to do
say-
stuff
yeah.
that's like you think that would be like apply weird, like if you do something like crazy, you're just like odd. I'm like okay, right, roll plus weird.
I think the one that makes the most sense because you're mundane, right?
Yeah.
So here is the trust your gut.
Yeah, trust your gut I think would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that makes sense. I just posted it there.
and that
Professional has to be working for
that's a-
something, right?
Technically, yeah, you're supposed to be working for like an agency, and it doesn't have to be like a monster hunting agency. It could be like just the FBI or CIA or something, or just like a black ops group or something.
Oh, it's not even in here.
No, it didn't specify.
Yep. Decide who you work for. Are they black budget government department, a secret military unit, clandestine police team, a private individuals crusade, a corporation, a scientific team, or what? You just pick it.
Yeah, are you changing to the professional now?
I might just because I'm already playing Edmund and I'm kind of like the deity screwed me over, you know?
You don't
DD?
play the professional.
The what?
Branch
Wait,
out, Vinny. Branch out.
What do you mean branch out? I'm literally playing the divine screwed over.
Yeah. Don't play that one either.
It's either that I'm going snake with a top hat, dude.
No, that's not allowed.
That's actually not a thing. Yeah.
Fine.
You had to pick from the playbooks.
What? I don't understand why professional he's not branching out.
It's like the
That's-
edgiest class.
That's
Is
like
it?
okay. So remember when we played Hunter
No,
at
there's
your
a lo-
place a while back?
Yeah.
Vinny played that already.
Oh, really?
Did I play?
The professional, basically.
No.
I played a
Dude,
military
and-
dude.
A what?
I played a random military dude. I was a vet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is that a professional?
literally professional.
that's a professional. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
Jacob,
the Doomed
there's
is pretty.
Yeah, the
The Doomed
chosen.
is pretty.
The chosen
But
is a Vinny thing that I wouldn't go.
Yeah, the chosen is the most edgy thing. I think. I don't
But
think it's the
Julie said we
professional.
can't play the Chosen.
No, you can play the chosen. Just know that you won't be the main character. It's not going to be you, and then everyone else is going to be like your sidekick. kind of you listen to the Amnesty, Jacob,
Yeah.
where it's like you're not the chosen, you're a chosen. Like someone chose you for
Right.
something, but doesn't mean you're chosen.
No, I mean I get it.
Yeah, I just don't want
Look,
anyone
this is-
to be like a solo main character. I want it to be a group thing.
Honestly, Vinny picking the divine was like that was on my bingo card. So like the fucking little thing for the divine, like the little text
Blurb?
under it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blurb.
I thought that
Like,
was
bruh.
with the professional.
What you're
Like,
saying
this
is I
is-
played everything, guys. Okay, maybe you all need to branch out.
You can play the crooked.
You've played the same character, but like different worlds.
I don't think you ever played like really like a true magic user. This spell slinger is also a thing.
True,
The initiate as well.
Yeah.
dude. I
Sounds like
actually
a secret
considered.
society.
I actually considered the spell slinger and just being someone like, yeah, I went to American Hogwarts. Like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say just be like
That's-
Harry Dresden.
yeah, no, like Harry Potter, but like in Appalachia.
Yeah, you just
It's
like
more
you,
like I
you moved to
wanna-
the US and moved to Appalachia. It was like I fucking went to a wizarding school.
Yeah, no, it's like I went to a wizarding school, graduated, but then had no job prospects, so I just moved back home. And now I'm here in Appalachia with my parents.
I mean, there is an American wizarding school in Harry Potter, so
It's more like I played
forgot what
like
it's called.
it's more like I played a lot of things already, but like in D&D. Like I wanted to play a healer right now, but I'm like, oh, okay, so you're playing Veronica again. It's like, oh, I want to play a
Veronica
spell
was a
slinger. It's
healer?
like, oh, you played a warlock. Yeah, she was.
when did you play Warlock?
She could.
There's a
Huh?
monk.
She was
Yeah,
a
but she was
healer.
a healing monk.
She was a healing monk.
She could literally revive you.
That was what, Way of the Open Palm?
Yep. Or no, the White Lotus or something. And I could literally just bring you back to life. Like she was a hardcore healer.
Yeah. She
I
started
never.
She started off as Cobalt Soul Monk, and then
Yeah,
and
then she
changed
turned into the-
healer.
Yeah, I never thought of her as a healer though.
She was
Yeah,
a
it wasn't
secondary
really-
healer.
She
Yeah, it
was
wasn't-
more like had a heal or two. Brand was the real healer.
You know, same thing with like the Warlock.
I'm
That's all I
gonna
played
tell you,
in, like,
dude.
14.
Like, don't let us peer pressure you. Do the fuck you want.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
because
have
it's
you
do what you
played
at the end of the day, you're gonna have to play the character. So like, play something that you find fun.
Do we?
No, I mean, I want to play a
just
healer.
me?
Also, you can play like a similar class, just play RP different. Like you're playing
Yeah.
like you're playing, if you play Divine, you're playing an Exiled. So it's like just RP. Like you're like it's not the exact same because it's not like it's a fantasy, but it's not really fantasy.
Or you
Like-
can actually play the Exile, Vinny.
I don't know that one because I don't even see that one in my stuff.
It's one of the core rule books. It's the like online one.
Nah, screw it. I'll just stick to what I had.
Called it.
You're gonna say
No.
call it no matter what I play, dude.
Yeah,
Called
that's
it.
true. That's true. That's true.
At this
Called
point,
it.
yes.
Called it, Jacob.
Okay, everyone.
I actually did call that one though.
Yeah, I know.
Does everyone have their characters done?
You know, Dave. You know, Jilly. You're like, God, never mind.
To be fair, I also knew Dave was gonna play the Flake,
Mundane. Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's because I also found it interesting, and I was like, if I do, then Dave will. You know.
Truth be told, I actually thought about playing just a normal dude.
Mundane.
Yeah.
That's why I say like look at the characters and pick like two or three just so you have backups.
It's just like I didn't want to run into the problem Ross ran into whenever he played that, where he was just like, I'm just a dude there with my fists. Or Chris,
I
same
don't
thing.
think
He's like,
you'll
I'm just a
have-
dude with my fists.
I mean, that's what the mundane's for, but they have like moves and abilities that benefit the party because they're just a fucking dude.
Yeah.
You're just a
I'm-
fucking dude. You're
I'm gonna
just
have a
fucking
van.
Dude.
Are you
Dude,
taking drive?
dude.
You have driving abilities?
No, it's just there's my gear is means of transportation. It says pick one,
Oh yeah.
and I want my guy to just be like a handyman.
Okay.
That's
All
like
right.
his job.
All right. So
And I
Wait,
was
so
like,
we don't.
He needs a van.
So I don't have a car or a vehicle, even though or I don't have a vehicle.
unless it was
because
in
it's
part of
not
your
in
gear. I mean, we can work around that. Like basically the idea is like if
It's
stuff that you
literally
can-
in my thing, dude.
yeah. I guess you can
Like if
you can
everyone else
drive.
also gets a car, like what's the?
No, I'll say like other people can
I guess
have
like,
cars.
I can
but
have a
Jacob-
vehicle, but it's not relevant to the story, whereas yours can be.
Jacob, you can have a car, but Jacob has like it's part of his gear, so he gets like bonuses for it for like driving the car. I believe.
Or his is the car that's relevant in the story, whereas mine is like just parked at home or something.
Or you don't get a car because it's not in your gear, and I do because it's in my gear.
How can I be a mining
Like-
prospector without a car or without a old timey Chevrolet pickup truck?
You have one of those like you have like a railroad from your house to the mine, and then you have one of those carts that you like pump up and down to like transport to it.
Do you have was it
That's what you
classic
have.
car in terrible condition, Jacob, or a fairly new car in decent condition?
I put
Oh,
van.
no, a van. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't
'cause
say that. Sorry.
I wanted a pickup truck and like toss all the shit that I need for my work in the back, but that's not an option.
We can call it a pickup truck. You can say you have a
But vans also work for like,
yeah,
you know,
for plumber, mechanics, or whatever you're gonna be.
yeah.
Handyman.
Well, it's like a general handyman, you know.
Yeah, for like gear and stuff. So you have like your weapons and whatnot, and armor is the most important. Is like important stuff, and for some it has like means of transportation. Like other stuff, like even says like if it's something you can buy easily, then you can just have it, or you can just go. You can buy it while we're playing. But if it's something like harder to acquire, then there'll be like some checks or whatever for it. To try to acquire it. It's like if you want a fucking ancient dagger that you didn't have before, it's like, oh, that's not part of your gear. Like, okay, well, how are you gonna get that? And let's roll some stuff to see if you can acquire it. Okay, but if everyone's done making the characters, let's start with Jacob. Tell us about your character, what you played, if you have a name, what you look like if you want.
So my character's name is Lionel Cross.
Lionel Cross.
Called it.
Lionel Cross is a handyman. You call that one?
Called it.
Can you type the name in the chat so we have that available?
No. I looked up popular Appalachian baby names, and Lionel was one of them.
Okay.
What?
No, just
This is how I roleplay, dude.
no. That's fine. It's fine. It's just like that's interesting. Lionel is an Appalachian name. I wouldn't have guessed that, but
I thought about naming him Cree, but I was like, I'll skip
because
that
Cree
one.
is from fucking
Cree's from that area.
yeah. No.
Okay, but Lionel Cross is a handyman. His dad was a handyman. His grandpa was a handyman. His great grandpa was a handyman, and his great great grandpa was a rebel. But we don't really talk about him. Lionel Cross just wants to do his job, get home, drink a beer, go to bed. That's all he wants, and eventually find a wife, settle down.
I guess how old is Lionel
Get him.
Cross?
He's like mid-20s.
Mid-20s. How I guess
He's an adult.
He's been in
Picture the most average face you can think of.
okay.
That's Lionel Cross.
Incredibly average.
He's
looking.
competitively average, yeah.
Competitively average. I like that. You've been in Hope Falls for probably your whole life, sounds like. From a character
Born
like
and
that.
raised.
All right.
Born here, I'm gonna die here.
Cool.
Do you want me to go over like my stats and my abilities and stuff?
Sure, if you want.
Okay, so I got Charm is my highest ability.
Mhm.
Cool and Tough are +1s. Sharp is a +0 and -1 Weird.
Okay. So mostly charm, and then tough and
Yeah,
cool.
Tough and Cool. Yeah. He's got Always a Victim as a move, because of course I'm not gonna pass up a chance to not be annoying to the party. So
I mean, it provides benefits. It's not too annoying.
well, it provides me benefits.
Does it provide
It
others?
No, Always a Victim. When another hunter uses protect somebody to protect you. Oh, okay. If someone protects me, they'll gain experience. That's true.
Yeah.
But whenever I get captured, I gain experience.
Yeah, which could happen often.
I also took Trust Me because I felt like I might have to be the face.
When you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger, roll plus charm.
Yeah, I can like get other people to do what I say.
All right. How many? You just pick 2, right? No, these are. Wait, you get all the
It's
basic
3.
moves plus 3 mundane moves. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I chose Don't Worry, I'll check it out.
Gotcha.
Whenever you go off by yourself to check out somewhere or something scary, mark experience.
Mundane just get experience. Goddamn.
Yeah, I have 2 different ability. Like I have 2 different ways to get experience with my moves, and then I have one to give somebody experience.
I guess it makes sense
help me.
because they're like the weakest person. They learn quickly because they're always getting in danger.
Well, you say that, but I have a van that I can run over people with.
True.
Nobody else has that. I also have a pocket or a multi-tool as one of my gear
Makes
things,
sense.
and a hunting rifle.
Hunting rifle. Okay.
It was my great grandpappy.
Great
But we don't talk about him.
Because he was a rebel. We don't go against the government here.
That's it for me.
All right. Well, let's move on then. Dave, who you playing?
All right. I am playing Jedediah Rivers, but people call me Jed.
Jedediah Rivers.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how to spell Jedediah. I think I spelled it right.
Can you post that in the chat?
Yeah.
Jedediah or Jebediah?
Jedediah.
Hey, I did it. I spelled almost. I put 2 A's instead of 2 E's. I said Jedediah instead of Jedediah.
Oh, yeah. Jedediah Rivers. I was born and raised here, went to school here, and I have the distinction of being the most educated one in my family, going all the way to the 4th grade.
Okay.
A round of applause.
Yeah.
Old kook is what I'm gonna. How old is your character?
He's like in his 50s,
Right,
which is
50s.
pretty old for like a coal miner, but
Yeah, 50s monster hunter.
But he's a gold miner. He's not a coal miner.
No, coal miner.
no, he's a coal miner, but I believe he's a coal miner, but a gold prospector.
Okay, gotcha.
I just haven't been successful in the gold part yet, but I will be.
He's a coal miner by trade, gold prospector by birth.
Oh no, by trade he's a programmer because he learned to code when the coal mine shut down.
It's stupid.
Leaves there's gold in
Nice.
the hills.
That fourth grade education really coming in handy.
Well,
there.
when the coal mine shut down, he had to do something, so he learned to code.
And you're playing the Flake.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea what your character looks like?
Yeah, he's got a big old unkempt white beard, white hair. He's got crazy eyes or like wild eyes. That are like one of them looks at you, the other one's looking away at all times.
Lazy eye.
And it's well, yeah, but it's random which one is looking at you and which one's the other.
He has a double
Like,
lazy eye.
Yeah, one like at one time his right eye will be focused on you while the other one's just wandering around, and it's like moving, not just lazy. And then like you'll blink, and then it's reversed. His other eye will be looking at you.
So that's definitely gonna come to play at some point. Of why that happens. Okay.
I have ratty clothes, which are just that like I look like that guy basically.
Ratty clothes.
Yeah.
Double lazy.
Do you need to know
eyes.
my moves and stuff?
Yeah. Let's hear what's your stats. Your highest stats, second highest stat.
This is better.
Oh, okay. I got charm -1, cool -1, sharp +2, tough 0, and weird +2.
Okay, sharp and weird. So you have -1s and 2, a 0 and 1, and 2 in the other 2.
Yeah.
That should be interesting to play with. You're all weird and sharp. All right. What are some of your moves?
It all fits together. I can use sharp instead of charm when I manipulate someone.
Okay.
So I explained to him how it all fits together, and
because they don't know any better, they believe you.
It worked.
Oh, ideally.
Right. Yeah. I have suspicious mind. If someone lies to me, I know it.
Okay.
And then I have often overlooked.
Yeah, that's the one where you use weird when you act all crazy.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out what that means when we're playing. I'm sure you'll come up with ways to act all crazy.
Yeah.
The move is called "You Act All Crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the move is called Often Overlooked, but it specifies when you act all crazy.
Okay, true.
Which sounds like it's a move. Usually the highlighted things like that are a move. But when you do specific things that would qualify as acting all crazy.
Wait, do you have crazy eyes, Dave?
Do you not hear how we describe his eyes?
Wild eyes.
No, as one of the moves. There's a move called Crazy Eyes.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I can only pick 3.
You're kind of power gaming if you describe your character as having crazy eyes.
That's why I said wild eyes. I have wild eyes.
He has wild eyes that
Not crazy eyes.
Wild eyes and
I don't know.
wild double lazy eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the DM here, but kind of weird.
I mean, we'll give him bonuses to his weird for describing himself as having wild eyes.
Right.
Although if he had crazy eyes, he'd always get a +1 weird to weird.
Yeah.
All right, Vinny.
Oh no!
Let's see what you got. Do you need time to come up with a name?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
All right, Jacob, get ready to call me out.
These are just for before you jump
Dante
into your
incoming.
name. Before you jump into your name, you're playing like people that would exist in the real world.
Dang it! It's got to check me off in some actual way. It's not too far off, honestly. So I was looking up mission where it says you must work for the good. It doesn't say anything about that coming from your god.
No. So the mission is.
I went with my own thing.
Yeah. So the mission is like you work for good, which is like you guys are monster hunters. You're trying to protect people. So like the cause is that you're trying to help people.
Right. So I would say my character looks like a mix of, well, his name is Asai Naoki, but the locals refer to him as Will.
As Will?
Mm-hmm.
You want to write down that name?
I will. He has mixed, he looks like a mixed blood of Japanese and American, like foreigner, I would say. Let's see. He looks like he's in his mid 40s, but with glasses, though he kind of looks like, people have discussed that he always looks tired. Like he's looks older than he normally would.
Are you just describing yourself aside from the Japanese American thing?
The character. But
Boom,
yes,
roasted.
Damn, dude.
Okay, always looks
Like,
tired.
why you gotta do that to me, man?
You said always looks tired.
Well, that's everybody, man.
You did it for yourself, didn't you?
And he doesn't really look tired, but he doesn't look tired, but he sounds tired because he always sighs. Like
that's just my soul, Dave.
You do sigh, like you sigh and like lean back or whatever.
Man, again, I didn't know I was playing myself in this game, dude. All right. Let's see. He is formerly an angel of Amatsu Mikaboshi, who was known as a Chinese god of, or excuse me, a Japanese god in mythology of the stars. But fun fact, is actually a god of demons and one who rebels, kind of like Lucifer, but in their mythology. I was exiled because I wanted to help people, and during one of our missions to cleanse other races across the world, my character found somebody that showed him what it was like to help people. So as a result, I am laying low in this small town, and I've been the local doctor for the past 7 years.
Okay. I'm going to need you to write down that name of that god also.
Okay. His angel name, I would say, that only his sisters and brothers who are hunting him would know him by, was Sentinel. AKA
Sentinel. Okay. So Asai Naoki, aka Will, aka Sentinel, local doctor, mixed blood, god of Amatsu, something. I'll put that whenever you get that there. Is this Asai Naoki an actual mythological character?
Mm-hmm.
Was that you saying? Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard of. I looked it up. Popped up across different, like, apparently he's popped up in the MCU too, but he's popped up in different Japanese mythologies.
Gotcha.
It might just be Mikaboshi from what I'm looking at.
An evil god.
That's the god, like your actual character.
Right. Yeah, so that's the god that my character was serving.
Okay.
Yeah, like a god of the stars.
Let's
wait. Amatsu Mikaboshi is just a Marvel thing.
No, I don't know. When I looked it up, he's popping up across different things.
He's based on the Mikaboshi of Japanese mythology.
Okay, the Mikaboshi is what I put.
Let's hear. You want to test your stats?
Oh, stats.
What's your highest stat? Second highest.
Where'd it go? Oh, highest stat is tough. Second highest is weird and sharp. Cool 0, charm -1.
All right, and what moves did you pick out?
Let's see.
Assuming lay on hands is one of them.
Yes, where are they? No, there's 2 pages. Yeah, lay on hands is one. What I need, when I need it, and angel wings.
Okay, so you'll be able to fly, or you can instantly go anywhere you visited before, or to a person you know well. But if you try to carry people, you have to roll. When I need it, you may store any small object you own, putting it into a magical space nobody can get to. You may retrieve anything you stored at any time. It appears in your hand.
Comes in handy.
Yeah, I might need to clarify all that, because it doesn't really. It sounds like you can. Like, is it just one item, or is it as many?
I imagine it would be useful for a doctor on the go.
Yeah, like you can carry like multiple small items in this like little, like, essentially a bag of holding type thing.
Yeah. And
then you have lay on hands, which will come in handy to keep your party from dying.
See what you did there.
All right.
And then gear is a flaming sword.
All right, you got a flaming sword.
Yep, and divine armor.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, dude, you weren't too far off when you said Dante. I was like, oof.
Honestly, I almost said no. Actually, never mind. All right, Rick, what you got?
Yes. Okay. So I guess I start with
character name, class.
So okay, so my character's name is Xenogorth, but that is not nobody knows it. Nobody knows my name. Okay. And it's just for the players to know it. I'm known as Elijah Rivers. So that's who I've been like hiding out as here in the Appalachian Mountains. So
This is so awkward.
yep. Okay, so I actually am a like what's it called? I'm like a distant relative of Jedediah Rivers, right? But I'm the rich, like I'm super rich, basically.
All right. Hold up.
Forced lore.
Hold off on the history stuff
Yeah.
until after,
Nah.
till later. But.
Yeah.
Too bad, dude. You've already picked forced lore. Yeah, basically, that's basically it. I'm just known as kind of a rich playboy bastard. I guess that's the best way to describe
Just
it.
living in this small.
Yeah, I live
Appalachian
kind of
town?
like on the edge of town, right? Like I live in like the obvious biggest house in the whole city.
And you're playing the monstrosity.
Yes, I'm playing the monstrosity.
Okay.
So I guess I'll tell you about my
I was like, how old is
monster.
your character, and how old does he look?
My character doesn't know how old he is, but he's definitely older than the founding of America. He doesn't know how old he is.
How does he look?
So this is kind of weird because my character, I didn't take a vampire. I took a body snatcher as my monster type,
Okay.
right? And so he just like recycles, like he doesn't recycle body, but like the body's age, and then he jumps into a new body after it gets old enough. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Okay.
Right.
He's Orochimaru.
He's basically Orochimaru basically. And so my
Including
character,
the androgyny?
Huh?
Including the androgyny?
well, my pronouns are he, him, they, and him with a capital H because I'm him.
My pronouns are I'm him.
Yeah.
That guy.
I am androgynous looking. I'm definitely known as like a playboy around town because I still need to like basically feed on like human essence in order to like that's what like the body snatcher eats basically.
Yeah.
So, but I don't kill people for the most part.
You do eat virgins, though.
No, I wouldn't be here by virgins, dude. It's Appalachia.
Yeah.
So I just eat people that nobody would forget about. No. So my curse is pure drive, but I think the closest would be pride. But it's more like my character really cares about maintaining the status quo, and he thinks he's the top of the food chain, right?
He is the status, basically.
Right, basically. He's like cares about okay, like the status quo is me on top and I'm gonna stay on top forever. So he'll do like he's driven by that emotion, right? Like so he's really condescending to people. He thinks he's better than everybody, right? So I guess the closest thing would be pride, right? But like so that emotion will like motivate him to like if something like if a new like mayor comes in and starts like, you know, we're gonna go ahead and like put a new ordinance to make like the biggest taxes on the rich, right? Like I'll go and like threaten that person or like make him disappear, stuff like that, you know? So my moves that I took was unnatural appeal and unholy strength. And my unnatural attacks are I took the life drain one. The way it works is it's through I have a feeding tentacle that like comes out of my mouth when I open it. Like I can unhinge my jaw and like take the feeding tentacle out.
Creepy.
Right. Yeah. I'm not like I look human, but like someone who like was to study me really, really well would be like, okay, he looks human enough, but he's like oddly proportioned, right? Because like I'm actually a body snatcher.
Wait, you picked body snatcher as your monster?
Yeah. Well, it's not there, but it says I can pick whatever monster I want.
Okay. Oh yeah. So these are only suggestions. Feel free to make different versions.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you took. Sorry. What moves did you say you took?
Unnatural appeal and unholy strength.
Unnatural appeal and unholy strength.
Right.
There's a lot of manipulation and like a lot of charm in this group.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Okay. I guess I will ask. For
We're
gear,
going to
but
be gaslighters.
I'm curious what gear you have.
Oh, me? I took a sword, but I don't want it to be an actual sword.
What do you want?
I want it to be a short sword.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. So, but I like its flavor. It's a sword, right?
Yeah.
I don't really use it on combat, but I like take very good care of it. It's important to my character, right? The way I'm gonna plan to RP my character is so like he thinks this town belongs to him, and so like when weird shit starts going down, he's very motivated to like he can't have people moving on his turf, you know?
Gotcha. So when monsters come around, he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Yeah. He doesn't when weird shit starts happening, he's like, oh, someone's gonna get on my turf. Like, hell no, brother.
Okay.
I am the weird.
Exactly.
So let's see. We don't have a lot of sharp, except for Dave.
Dave Sharp.
Real sharp, dude.
So you might be okay. Like it might cause some issues with. Actually, no, Dave has good sharp, so
Yeah.
I was like, it might cause some issues when tracking down the monster or figuring out what it is. But
I mean, I have
You'll be
one
okay.
sharp and 2 tough and 1 weird.
Well, we'll have to fail forward, and that's okay.
yeah, you'll
Yeah.
fail forward.
We'll
yeah.
fail for it. That's.
I mean, the
that's
flake is like that's the whole thing, right? Like he's suspicious of everything. So all right. So now that we have your characters introduced, let's figure out your history. I was good. Just go back down the line, and then if I remember correctly, basically Jacob, you'll pick a history for each person, or you guys like talk about it, but you'll pick a history for each other player,
Okay.
and then we'll go to the next person and live the same, and next person live the same. So one piece of history. It doesn't have to. You don't have to follow the book exactly. If you want to come up with something on your own, you can do that. But yeah,
What is your character's name, Rick?
My character's name,
Elijah.
like everyone knows him as Elijah Rivers, right? Yeah.
And you don't have to be like super close with each other. You can just be like acquaintances or like, oh, I know that guy lives in town.
Yeah.
Or
So
run into him, like,
your
a couple
character's
times.
Jedediah Rivers, Jacob.
Oh, that's mine.
That's Dave's.
Okay. Yeah.
Already messing up, dude.
Yeah.
Mine's Lionel Cross.
Oh yeah. Lionel Cross.
Yeah. So
I'm just writing down y'all's names in the box here.
I mean, also
How do you spell Elijah? Elijah?
J A H. I'll post it.
All right. So we'll just go down the line. And what's your connection to Jedediah, which is Dave's character?
Can I force lore here?
It's kind of what the purpose of this is. You can talk to about it. Like if Dave doesn't like it, he can say fuck no, but go for it. What do you got?
Wild, bro.
Oh yeah.
Xenogorth. Ugh. I don't know. What's the?
X.
What do you think, Dave? I think maybe we're like acquaintances.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I was gonna do something on my history part with your character also.
Very fine.
I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with my history part of Dave's character.
Everyone will have 2 pieces of lore for everybody else. So you'll have one that you picked
Right.
and one the other person picked.
Okay. Well, if they have something ready, then they can go first.
I was
Can
thinking-
I?
Well, if Dave already has something for you,
Or is it like no, go down?
I mean, you're supposed to go in
know,
order. It's supposed to go in order where like you pick the first
can
person
change
and
the
they
order.
pick one for everybody, and then the next person picks one for everybody, and then so on. But
Okay.
we can do if you know, instead of that, we can just go pick one piece of lore for somebody in the party, and then next person will pick one, and then we'll rotate that way.
All right. Well, I can tell you that if Will's the town doctor, then I definitely know that guy. I mean, I would say close relations, right? Because he's probably seen me naked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's done a colonoscopy
Your
on you.
conversation tell them exactly how
I'm
you.
25.
So he's done a colonoscopy.
You don't
on you. Yeah, but
What is-
25 in meth years is like 70, dude. Come on.
It's not. It wasn't required. It was.
I'll say if you're going based on,
highly
like,
recommended.
if you're gonna go based on the suggested history, I'd stay away from like the introduce you to like something that involves monsters because from
Well, yeah, because my
Yeah.
character isn't.
well, I'm gonna say from like your all opinion, like you've been living in this town and nothing's really happened here. Y'all probably don't know Elijah Rivers is actually a body snatcher.
Yeah, I probably my character like
Like, it's
Lionel
something you'll
doesn't
find
like
out.
Elijah. If he's like a playboy, like eccentric guy, Will doesn't like him. He doesn't like his vibe.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably
Or
true.
Lionel doesn't like him. He doesn't
Like maybe you
Elijah's vibe.
ran into a few times in town and you're just like fuck that dude.
I've definitely,
We're-
if someone has a girl, I've definitely tried to be Mr. Serial Girl. Well, that could be your lore.
Yeah, I'm looking for a wife right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're
Ooh.
a relation like a romantic rival.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Romantic rival. Elijah
Homewrecker is what you're saying.
takes all the girls you go.
Well, not a homewrecker. Like he didn't steal my girlfriend or like steal
Yeah.
my wife.
No, it's every
Like, not
potential
yet.
romantic partner. Elijah swoops in, and Jed's just like fuck, or Lionel just like fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, she's
yeah, and he's
cute,
got
and,
money,
he
so it's like-
Elijah Rivers is actually the one just like keeping the town afloat. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you picked something for Elijah. Let's go to Dave.
Okay.
Pick a person.
Yeah, so I got something for Lionel. They're a close relative, and it says ask them to decide exactly what. But can I just throw this out, Jacob, see how you feel about it?
Close relatives or close relations?
They're a
Either.
close relative.
So yours is it says you're close relations, but his might say close relative.
Yeah.
He's your brother uncle, dude.
Yeah, no, so I was thinking Lionel is my uncle. I'm 55 though. He's 25. He's my uncle, and he's also my brother-in-law, but not via incest.
So he's your uncle / brother-in-law. Okay, so Jacob, are you cool with this? It's gonna sound like you're not a big fan of this.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Let's do something else.
Why not? Okay, how about just Uncle then?
It's dumb?
How about just Uncle then?
No.
That's not inconceivable. My mom has nieces that are older than her.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not inconceivable, but
All right. So Dave wants a close relations. How do you want to be related to him?
I mean, I was thinking like I know that guy from the bar. He's the crazy gold prospector, always talking about gold in them hills.
Have you talked to him before? Maybe.
I definitely don't want to be uncle/brother-in-law. That is like weird.
Uncle/brother-in-law. Uncle, I think, is fine. Brother-in-law. Wait, how would be your uncle?
What?
So how would he
Like
be
I don't want to be his uncle and his brother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
you said that Lionel could just be your uncle,
Right.
but I'm just trying to figure out how would it be your.
Grandpappy had another kid.
Okay, so your dad had a second kid.
No.
No, your grandfather had another kid.
Yeah.
At the age of what? Fucking like 70?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not
It would have to
impossible.
be like 70 or 80.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty old.
To have a 20-something, like a mid-20s-year-old kid.
He had another
But that's
kid
the-
that up and died.
But it doesn't make sense because your backstory is like your grandfather was a gold prospector. My grandfather was a handyman.
you
Yeah.
have two grandfathers.
It's true.
My paternal grandfather was a handyman.
Well, shit.
Because it was my dad. My dad was a handyman, and my dad's dad was a handyman, and my dad's dad was a handyman. My dad's dad was a rebel.
Right. Oh, and that could be the dad that raised you, but not the dad that birthed you,
I
or
mean,
like the biological dad.
that's up to Jacob to say.
Yeah.
If not, I might have to go with something different, Dave.
All right. You could also just be a cousin.
True.
I mean, cousin makes more sense, I guess.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny for you to be my uncle.
Yeah. Are you cool with cousin Jacob? Dave, are you cool with him being your cousin?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
That's fine.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I was looking forward to uncle.
I know.
I'm not looking for a uncle brother-in-law type character.
Dave, you're
I'm trying to play the straight man
hillbilly
here.
part. Dave's like, I'm going full hillbilly.
Dave's
I'm pulling
going
other people into
super
me.
deep, yeah.
And I'm bringing other people down with me.
The man who created Mardaniel, Josh.
That's true. Okay, Vinny, you're next. Pick a
Best
character.
characters ever, by the way.
Pick a player's character and what your relationship or your history with them is.
Oh, okay. I just picked from the history.
You can pick from the history, or you can pick or make something up.
Okay.
Just if it's from the history list, avoid
Okay.
stuff involving like monsters.
Can I throw
Okay.
something out, Dave? Because you know how you said it's like we're relations, and then I say exactly how we're related.
Yeah.
You said you're cool with cousins. Can I go? Is my cousin on the side of the family we don't talk about?
No.
I'll say
All right.
Dave,
You
It's-
could do nephew on the side of family we don't talk about. I'm
it's a
cool with
little
that.
it's a little weird because like Jacob has to pick one and Dave has to pick one. So if Dave picks cousin and Jacob, I don't know if Jacob can also pick cousin
What?
because you each have to pick something for each other. So like you're
Yeah.
saying your relationship to Jacob is that he's your cousin, and then Jacob has to
No.
pick.
No, it says they're a close relative. Ask them to decide exactly what.
Oh, and Jacob said cousin. Well, yeah. For your that's your choice of history for Lionel. But Jacob also has to pick a history for your character to him. So I guess he could just pick like we don't talk about that side of the family.
I guess.
Are we all generally good characters?
I'd say for the
asshole,
most
but
part,
I'm not going to be
except-
evil.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rick's
Then
character is the only one that's on the fence.
Right.
No.
What's your character's name?
My character's name is his name is Elijah.
Elijah.
Richards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with they are at heart a good and righteous person. You must help them stay that way.
Okay,
So I will say I'm also his therapist. It's like, and that's how it happened, Doc.
I like that one. I like it.
So, okay, alrighty, that makes sense.
All right, Rick.
It's like it's the third girl this week, man.
I'm about to disappoint you real bad.
Just,
All right.
I mean,
Pick a character, Rick, and what's your history with them?
Okay, so, okay. So I'm gonna go with Lionel Cross and Jacob. Again, you might not like this, but you're also my uncle, and
I knew this was gonna happen. As soon as I was like, "There's two people with the name River, they're gonna be related," And then Dave's would be like, "Oh, I'm
Wait.
related to Lionel," and I'm like, "Well, then I'm gonna have to be related to Elijah too." Like that.
How is
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, oh sorry. Okay.
No. So here's the thing, right? The way that I'm gonna do related to my curse. So the way that I have to like if I don't have a body, I can't stay out of the body longer than 24 hours or I die, right?
Okay.
And so, but my body's age like normal, right? So they're not like immortal when I'm in them. So every like 70, well, every so often I have to like switch bodies, and I'm really protective of Lionel because he's one of my he's one of my potential candidates for body stealing, right?
Oh,
So, like
wait,
I'm very,
how old
very
are you?
protective. My character right now is probably in his late 40s, early 50s. So like he feels like he's getting to the end of like the thing, but it's nowhere close. So basically he's like looking around the townspeople. The way he does it is that basically he gets his attorney and then he like writes the person in his will. And like then it's like, oh, to go meet the will, you have to go and like stay a night in the house, and then that's when I like jump them, right, and then like take their bodies. So like Lionel Cross is someone that I'm seriously considering to take over, and I'm so like my character would be normally very protective of him. This is not something that's going to happen anytime soon, right? But
So-
like in the next 10 years.
Okay, so your relationship to him is that he's a potential body for you.
Right. There's like 3 potential bodies for me, like 2 women and Lionel that I feel like have the right skill set, basically the right look. Also, like I'm just a really vain ass monster, so I just like, oh yeah, like
I know, like,
I could.
your character is also a playboy, and one of your potential bodies is the competitively average man.
Right. The reason, so my character thinks he's hot shit. So it's like I'm gonna take that body, I'm gonna show him how to use it, kind of shit.
God.
Of course he'll be dead, but like
You're gonna fucking makeover me.
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna have a deep dive.
Pull down my ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take off my glasses.
During this campaign, we're gonna have a deep dive into the mentality of Elijah and decide whether he's actually good or not, or if he's one of the monsters that you'll eventually hunt.
I'm definitely one of the advanced options is you can become a villain. Like I'm definitely ready to switch that.
Is it?
Yeah, so like if you look at one of my my advanced improvements, it says you turn evil, retire this character, they become one of the keeper's threats.
Oh, okay.
So like definitely if we play a longer like this session, like I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm very selfish.
Uh-huh.
I'm not but my interests align with that of the party and with that of the town.
Yes.
So
you're protecting
like,
the town because it benefits
it's mine.
you.
It's mine,
Yeah.
right? Like it
I mean,
belongs
I
to
like
me.
it. I'm down for it.
Okay,
You're not
so I wrote.
good, but you're not. But you're like, this is. I'm
Right.
gonna protect the town, and work with these people to protect the town.
Right, and that's also a secondary reason why I try to spoil Jacob's I'm his romantic partner rival because I don't want him to start a family because then they ask questions like why is he not living with us anymore?
Okay.
So I'm
Why
like,
did Daddy leave? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like I don't want your kids showing up at the mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
Raise
I
another
like
generation of handyman.
it.
Okay, so I wrote under Elijah romantic rival, but he is in love with me. That's what I wrote.
Okay.
Not untrue, dude. All right, I'm gonna change it to romantic. I'm gonna change mine to you're romantically obsessed with them.
It'd be a hell of a therapy session, Julie.
You know what, Dave? I'll be your uncle.
So
Whatever.
we're gonna do.
But I won't be your uncle brother. All right.
Potential body.
Yeah, he's potential body.
Kind of dig it or something,
Yeah. Basically, potential body. Like
or likes him a little too much. Wink, wink.
I would say obsessed
Wink,
with him.
wink.
Like he doesn't know why.
Dave
Wink.
Yeah.
is okay. So I'm cool. I guess I'm cool with you being my nephew, but we only hang during family gatherings.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we changing days now? What's going on?
He's cool. Be my uncle.
I'll be his uncle, but
Uncle.
we're like kind of we're not like close.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second.
Well, the thing specifically says a close relative.
Yeah.
It's just a close
Yeah.
relation for me.
For you,
Well, no,
it's a
on
close
mine it says
relationship.
relative.
They say they're different for everybody.
yeah, they're for everybody. I think you can be a close relative and not be close.
Yeah, uncles are close.
It's like he's
family.
your direct uncle, but
Right.
you also don't
Right.
hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also doesn't like you, which makes sense.
Okay, we're gonna treat this like draft style, and Rick, I want you to pick another person, a character.
Oh, okay. Another character?
Yeah, we're
I mean,
just gonna.
Vinny hasn't picked, has he?
Well, Vinny picked you.
Oh yeah. I'll
So
go with
basically,
back to Dave.
we went on the line, and now we're gonna start with you
We're
again.
doing
go back
snake
up.
draft.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
Jeff. Oh, do I get the double tap? No, I'll go back to Dave.
All right. Well, what about Dave?
Oh, I actually get to pick him. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were saying pick the next person to go.
No. You
Yeah.
pick another character to have a history with.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go with. I guess. Okay. So is Vinny my therapist, or does he actually know what I am?
Vinny, I'll say probably doesn't know what you are, but is like trying to keep you. He knows you're important to the town,
Oh.
and is like okay. He kind of
Okay.
fucked up shit.
Because
So
I have this one where it's they tried to slay you, but you proved you're on the side of good. Ask them what convinced them.
I guess the original deal is like none of you know that like people who have power, none of you know it, but if Vinny's a
Right.
doctor and you visit him and therapist, it
I
could
think
be
that
plausible.
it would
It could be
especially fit
plausible.
with Vinny's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be
Because Vinny's
plausible
is like
that
he's
you,
trying to keep me on the. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that Vinny maybe the reason he got exiled was he was supposed to kill me,
Okay.
but he couldn't do it. Is that cool, Vinny?
That's cool.
Yeah. So like Vinny was supposed to kill me. Like that was his mission. But like he saw that like even though I'm not a really good, I do so much good for the town. Like, you know, I take really good care of it. I like invest a lot of money into it. I help keep it afloat, right? Like I have scholarships for people to go to college. Yeah.
I guess that fixes. They try to slay you as one of the history options.
Yeah, it
If
is.
you
So
proved
that's
you're
what
on the
I'm
side
saying.
of good. Yeah, ask them what the.
Yeah.
I guess it says ask them what convinced them.
Yeah, what convinced you that I'm redeemable? I don't know good, Vinny, but
Yeah.
redeemable is quite
Irredeemable.
right. What convinced you I'm a redeemable person?
Yeah.
I would say like you don't because the way I define my character is like he's been to many worlds. Like their whole thing was like they did you remember the book? What was it, Les Miserables?
I've never read it.
The music.
I saw the movie.
Okay, so the movie Javert. There's a song where like he sings like stars and the sentinels.
Yes.
Yeah, very much kind of that thinking was our path is the way, basically.
Right.
And it was ordered but by the sword. And so I would say that like I guess from coming to Earth, you might have been something that I came across and I saw that it was like, yeah, in general that it's like this species is not supposed to be saved. But you, given I guess like you come off like a child, I would say, because you don't really know. You're doing selfish things, but at the same time, it's like you're probably the most efficient at kind of what you were saying, keeping the town afloat. And it's made me question really what is good and what is not.
So okay, so you basically you look at me like a child, but you also see like the stuff I'm doing is good for the town. And so you're basically saying, well, like if this monster can be good for the town, like maybe what we're doing isn't like the right thing,
right? It's like
by your creed, I should be put to the sword, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, so my god is evil. Remember, like there's a twisted way to the sword.
Right.
But it's like I don't like my character already. I think by the time he comes to Earth, is already kind of questioning what is evil and what is good, kind of deal.
Right.
He comes across your character, and it's like it doesn't sense that
another evil creature doing good kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like a
basically.
kindred spirit.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that works for me.
And like I don't know, and I guess my character doesn't know if you're doing it because I genuinely want to be good, or it's just like it just happens to be doing that, which would make me want to say, no, we got to make sure it is because you're trying to be a good person.
I feel like I'm gonna disappoint you, Doc.
I know.
But I do trust Vinny as well because he takes very good care of my human skin suit.
Gotcha.
It's just like why are we doing a third probe?
Yeah, so that's what.
Gotta make sure you're healthy, man.
That's your connection to SI.
Big investment.
Okay, Vinny, you're up. What's you have Lionel and Jed to pick from.
What was Lionel's thing again?
Just regular dude.
Regular
Handyman.
dude, okay.
No.
Handyman.
Oh, handyman, okay, that's right. And where Jed is the town skeptic.
The town coop.
Yeah. Town coop.
/ gold prospector.
There's gold in them hills.
Yo, are you really a programmer, Dave? Is Jed really a programmer?
Yeah, so the miners learning to code was an actual thing, like in real life.
That's not what he asked. Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah, like that's how he makes his living. Yeah.
Okay.
But are there any like methed out programmers?
He's not being methed out to be a
yeah,
prospector,
probably.
But yes. Yeah.
I would say Jed.
Okay.
They are an abomination and should be destroyed. Except you can't work out with them. Why not?
Holy shit, dude.
It's like the exact opposite. Like that's what Rick's character should have been.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense. It's just 'cause it's like it's
like-
very twisted. It's still like
Old man
like my
programmer,
character's
fuck that dude.
He's just really like. I mean, if I'm going off the portrait, this guy looks like if I think of the optimal human, he is the opposite of it all.
Oh man, I think...
Isn't he aggressively average?
Is he? I thought that was.
No, Jed.
No,
He's talking about
that's
Jed.
Lionel.
Yeah.
That's Lionel.
Lionel is the most. He's aggressively average. Yeah.
But Vinny's talking
Yeah,
about
that's
Yeah,
Jed.
but he's saying Jedediah is
Jedediah.
Jedediah.
So, what did he
Alright.
do?
It just exists.
I imagine he's like super like outspoken hillbilly, like that's like complete like one of those like conspiracy theorists to the max, like out loud MAGA kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's spreading
And it's
conspiracy
like-
theories and
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I am not MAGA. I would never vote in any U.S. election.
oh,
Voting just gives them control of your soul. You sign a
See,
contract
2020.
implicitly.
Yeah, because see, like I think I kind of envisioned my character who, given that his name was like Sentinel, values order, but has also a twisted sense of what is good and what is evil. And so it's like it's something he's still learning, but when it comes to everything that he's seen, something about Jed just really, really gets him mad.
all right. So you want to kill Jed, but you don't because
Yeah, he's trying to figure out why. What is it about him that it's like? Is it just that he's
His-
necessary?
his weird is too weird for you.
Yes, there we go. His weird is too weird.
All right, Jed, you got Asai and Elijah.
Yeah. I was thinking for Asai. He's somehow tied into it all. I've been keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
And keeping two
Damn. So they
How long-
both don't trust each other.
How long have you been in town again?
About 7 years.
7 years? Yeah, about 7 years ago, I had an unfortunate incident with a pickaxe and my foot. So I had to go to the doctor for the first time in 20 years. And of course, I didn't have insurance. And there's just something off about you. So I've been keeping tabs on you since then.
So he
Yeah, it
believes
was the day you started being the doctor is the day I got hurt, huh?
he's suspicious of you. You're suspicious of him. This is gonna be a great party. No, I love it. All right, Lionel, Jed, and Asai. What do you got?
I have one for Asai, which is you saved their life from a monster due to an unlikely chain of events. Tell them what. So I was thinking that one of those guys that was like going after him was about to attack him, but I went to the doctor for like an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person who was going to attack him had to like wait until I was gone. But then I invited him to like join me somewhere else. And it kind of like put off the attack and then they called it off.
So you accidentally saved him from.
I unknowingly saved him. And I think it would be funny if it happened multiple times, but I also want to give Vinny some, like, I want to see what Vinny thinks about that.
I like it. My character I depicted as, let's see, it says, look, pick one from each list. One of them was perceptive eyes. I don't know if that was just a look thing or what, but I envisioned somebody who was, even with glasses, like because he's also laying low, that he is keeping tabs on things that would be harmful to that around him.
Did you pick that move?
Yeah, but like that I saved you and that I keep saving you for some reason. But
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
no. Yeah.
Okay. All the way around. Okay.
Like it's like the monsters who are trying to attack you can't reveal themselves to like other people or something.
Gotcha.
Like they can't
okay.
get found out, right? Like that would make
Yeah.
sense. And for some reason, every time they're about to attack you, I like show up.
Gotcha. No, I like that. I mean, my character is laying low, so
Pete, least saved.
But Lionel's completely oblivious to it. You're kind of just like we just hang out sometimes.
All right. Yeah. So you repeatedly unknowingly saved him.
I talked to you about my
assassination.
women problems.
As you're also
Like,
the town
what a
That's right.
coincidence. I have
Aside
this
the
other-
doctor and the town therapist.
I have this other patient who talks about his women
I'm
fortunes.
always complaining about Elijah.
Yeah. All right. And last, you need something for Jed.
They are abomination.
doesn't-
and monstrosity.
Snake draft.
Oh yeah. I have is my nephew, but we only hang out during family gatherings. I feel like those are good, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not really suspicious of anybody. So.
Okay. Jed, you need history with Elijah.
Yeah. So when did Elijah take over that body, Rick?
Definitely within your life. Probably because your character's how old?
Like 55.
And my character's like 49. So let's just say like as a teenager, right? Like give me like your cousin or something, or like a distant cousin.
Yeah. So I was
and-
thinking there's
and, like,
there's
know,
like
one
two
day-
branches
yeah.
of the Rivers family. You're the
Right.
other branch, and I'm the other
Right.
branch.
I was thinking like, okay, from the other branch, right? And like I guess you knew the original Elijah Rivers, and then one
Mhm.
day he like the town lawyer was like, hey, you know, old man like Isaiah died, and he left you his whole fortune. You have to go like spend a night in the house, and then like
Right.
he was never the same after that. Like Elijah, he like stopped like coming around. Like he became like this kind of like playboy. He started like using words that because you know he didn't do well in school. You know.
Yeah, because Jedediah was the one who.
Oh yeah, I
got
was a
further
good
yeah.
one. I was a good one
Right.
in school.
Yeah, he was the smart one, and then all of a sudden, fucking
yeah.
Elijah just started talking
Yeah, he
talking
started
bigly.
using he started using the 3-syllable words, and you were just like, that's strange.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something out here.
Go ahead.
So me and Elijah, before you took his body,
Yeah.
like we knew of each other beforehand, but we went through hell together. We were in the Navy,
Oh,
and we were
yeah.
on the same ship.
Hell yeah, dude.
And like you know, you got that tattoo with the anchor and everything,
Yeah.
so it bound us together. We have total trust in each other.
Is
then-
it a tramp stamp or is it on my arm?
No, like on the arm.
Okay.
Right on
Yeah,
the
so
ass, baby.
I have total trust in you. And yeah, you started acting different after we got back from home, but you know, we were in the Navy together. We saw some shit. It happens.
Right.
I still trust him with my life. We got that
Right,
tattoo.
right.
We're bound.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'd like to follow up on that. Is that I've often everyone thinks that your character is kind of like crazy, right? But like my character takes you so seriously because he's like you're the thing that finds who's moving on my turf. You know, you're one of the few people. I guess you're one of my few friends. I like that.
Okay.
Right? Actual friends. You know.
Yeah.
So
Oh, also I was thinking it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet thing because we're
Mhm.
different sides of the Rivers family.
right. Ooh, yeah. Or what's the southern version of it?
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
I remember, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jed's tied to Elijah is went through shit together. You're best friends. What do you call them?
Yeah, I want that to be my tie to
The Hatfields and the McCoys.
yeah, Hatfields and the Coys, yeah.
Except in this case, it's the Rivers and the Rivers.
Yeah, the rivers and the rivers. Yeah.
Best friend slash
The
brother,
uprivers and
although
the
you're
downrivers,
cousins.
dude.
Like my grandpappy, who was an or a gold prospector, and your grandpappy, who was a coal prospector, got into a feud. And
Ah.
All right then. Okay, Asai, you have Lionel. What's your history with Lionel?
Oh, Lionel.
Jacob's character.
Let's see. They saved your life, and you understand that you owe them for it.
Does that make sense?
All right.
how do you save your life?
I saved his life, right? I saved your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say like maybe after like enough times, like even my character kind of picked up on like this guy's lucky, but I can't tell him.
All right. We'll go with that. And Elijah, your last one is Jed.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I take Jed's like very seriously because sometimes he like makes a conspiracy, then I go hunt and it's been like another like fantastical creature trying to move it on the turf and I get rid of it. Like he helps me like because my character is not like the sharpest, right? Like and this guy's really good at putting things together. So like that's the reason like I actually think of him as a friend, not just like as food
Gotcha.
or as an object. He's the only thing that I would consider like a person, I guess, because he does like help me, you know, figure out threats to the town and stuff like that.
Gotcha. I'll say since we're going with the prospect that nothing really weird happens in the town, maybe there's like a couple stragglers here and there.
Yeah,
Like
nothing
over,
huge, right?
over the however long you had his body, this current body. He's like, oh, it's nothing like huge and doesn't have to happen often, but when it does, it does. And it
Right,
never
exactly.
makes it to the town. It makes it like to the borders. of the town.
Yeah. There was like some like coven doing like a pagan ritual off in like the forest, and like they found out about it, or Jed and I found out about it,
Yeah.
and I went to go stop it before they raised. Like I was able to stop it before they did anything, right? Like
Yeah.
raise a zombie.
Right. Okay. Cool.
That makes sense because like my character actually is really sharp, but everyone thinks he's just a crazy old coot because he says like there was witches the other day, but then you killed those witches or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was like this guy's crazy.
So Elijah's like he's telling the truth, but he doesn't say anything because he's trying to keep his own secret.
Exactly.
It makes you look crazy, even though he's not trying to.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we have all your characters, we have your histories.
You know, I'm extremely sharp, but I'm not sharp enough to realize that Elijah is a body snatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that
Because I
Elijah
trust
is,
him. I trust him entirely.
or that
Because of the
Elijah is
tattoo,
not
dude.
your cousin.
Not
Y'all
anymore
should
anyway.
get each other's names tattooed on your butts.
That'll be our final our final level.
Yeah, cool. I guess that's pretty
I
much.
guess I should put my character art.
Yeah, if you guys want, upload your character art if you find any, and maybe upload your character sheets to the Google Drive so I have access to them. But I think that's most of the stuff. Like I said, the way this campaign is going to work is I haven't decided how many mysteries there's going to be, but there's going to be like a few mysteries that'll span like each one will span like 2-3 sessions. Each different monsters, different situations. You guys will have to figure out what's going on, what the monster is, and how to stop it. You should also know that for this game, monsters don't die unless you use their weakness against them.
Right.
So if you try to fight a monster without knowing their weakness and try to kill it, it won't necessarily die.
Right.
Right. Okay.
It's a sigh.
Yeah, that's scary as fuck.
And yeah, and like I said, as you play, you're not
Is
gonna
that a
say
Slytherin?
I don't know what it is. I kept looking
It
for
looks
something.
like
Yeah.
it's-
It looks Slytherin-y.
Vin, can you drop that in
Makes
the
sense. I served an evil god. What?
character arts?
You put it in the wrong place.
Oh, I did. Oh,
There's a character
Okay.
art channel chat. Yeah. So as we play, you'll basically just play as I'll like describe things. You'll respond to them. Try not to say the actual name of your moves. Like tell me what you want to do, and that will decide what move that applies to. Which usually I'll try to like make sure I know what all your moves are, so you can be like, oh, just roll plus weird or plus cool based on what your move is. And if it's like something specific, you can describe what it does if I forget or whatever. Like I said, it won't be too combat heavy. There will be combat, but it will happen probably towards the end of mysteries once you've found the monster tracked down and you're ready to fight it.
Also, Julie, you didn't go over my gear. I don't know if we need to or not.
It's not that important.
My
find
gear's
out.
mundane stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I have a hunting
You just have a
rifle
picture of Bob
and
the Builder.
a flashlight.
Nice.
So wait, so you have a hunt. So there's how many of you have rifles or something? Do you have guns?
I do.
me and Jacob, yeah.
Okay, I guess you're the only non-magical characters. That makes sense.
I have a rifle and a flashlight. That's all my. Oh wait, I can have two hidden weapons. Okay, I have a rifle, a flashlight,
Make sure to mark down the armor you have because that's going to be important for not dying.
armor.
If your character, if your playbook has armor,
Armor. I have overalls. Does that count?
no, because armor in this game reduces like harm. So
Yeah, nope.
each point reduces a point of harm. There will be like combat in this game is hard. It's risky. So there will be prospects of dying. You only have most characters only have like 7 health, and once you hit more than 7, you die. You can be brought back to life using big magic. None of you really have any magic stuff, so that might be a little difficult. Or unless you like find something, try to do something like there's a concept.
CPR.
Yeah, there's a concept of big magic in this game. It's when you try and do something really ridiculous, like bring someone back to life, and you roll for it. And if you succeed, I think on like a 10, they come back with like a modification. And if you go like a mixed success, they come back with something bad, or kind of like they come back but not all there. And if you roll like fail a check, like either they don't come back or they come back and there's like really really something wrong with them, the player,
Right.
or like NPCs or anyone really.
It looks like we probably won't have to worry about that though.
Bringing people back. I mean, you guys don't really have magic, so like unless you uncover something that could bring someone back.
I would say that my character probably knows like rituals, not like combat magic in any way, but like he's been around forever, so he knows like Native American rituals. Like he knows meth magic.
Yeah, you can try something like that.
Yeah.
Roll for it. What else?
say meth magic.
Exactly, dude.
I guess in this game, like my job is basically just like part of the rules is like I'm a fan of the hunters. It's like I'm not trying to like kill you, but also I'm also supposed to make it dangerous and put you in danger and make it really risky. So just like know that. But essentially, if you do dumb shit, you will die.
Yeah.
I'm good at doing dumb shit and dying.
Wait, that's not fair, dude. One of my abilities is to do dumb shit.
I mean, yours is a different thing. So
Like,
Are you-
if I'm never going to get captured, then this ability.
I mean, I'm not saying you won't get captured. I'm saying if
but
you,
you'll likely die before you get captured.
no. I'm saying if you if as a mundane you go one on one with to fight the monster to kill it, or like a fucking bear, you're probably gonna die.
I have a rifle, bro. It's just a bear.
A bear can fucking withstand gunshots.
Yeah, small arms. But although this is a hunting rifle,
Hunting rifle,
You could-
maybe. I think
you
like,
could kill a bear with a hunting rifle if you hit it like good
yeah,
in the head.
but if you use like a body shot that doesn't hit anybody, like
Yeah, it's just gonna make it mad.
yeah, yeah. There will be situations where you get captured. Like I'm gonna take all your moves and stuff into consideration on what happens. Like I said, I'm trying to make a good story and not just trying to kill you. But doesn't
I'm
mean
just trying to kill him, dude.
doesn't mean death is not on the table. It very much is. But that's all I have. Any other questions?
How does the game work? Just like D&D, roll a d20 or something?
No,
No, it's 2d6.
No, it's 2d6.
Yeah, it's a 2d6 system. You basically decide what you want to do. I'll tell you whether it requires a roll, and then you roll. I'll tell you like roll plus weird, and you roll 2d6 plus weird, and on a 10 or more, you to like a great success. So you like succeed at what you did, no consequences. On a 7 to 9, it's a mixed success. It's like you'll succeed, but there might be some drawbacks. And then on the 6 below is a failure. A lot of times you like what you're trying to do won't succeed, or you will succeed but with dire consequences. Also, I know like the rules say this is a thing. Like I can like if you like do something with an item and you fail, you can drop it. Like you can lose items. It might not be permanent always, but just keep that in mind that's on the table
My
as well.
van. I just dropped my van.
Yeah, if you're trying to do something crazy with your van and you roll like a 6, you could just like wreck it.
The one thing I had going for me.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that like it's gone forever for the rest of the campaign. It just means like you might not be able to use the rest of the mystery and you'll have to repair it or spend time repairing it.
Why'd you lose your van, Jacob? Fuck.
Dropped it.
That's a
yeah.
lucky move.
All right, so that's all we have for the setup. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in session 1.